Hello, today we'll be talking about prenatal development, fetal consciousness, responses, and outcomes. Most of us see a picture of innocence and helplessness, a clean slate. But in fact, what we see in the crib is the greatest mind that has ever existed, the most powerful learning machine in the universe. Now, why did these three pioneers in the new field of cognitive science state this about infants? Because humans are born with 100 billion neurons, roughly as many nerve cells as there are stars in the Milky Way. This is the most amount of neurons the brain will ever have. Now let's talk about the development of the central nervous system. The central nervous system originates as a layer of cells on the outer surface of the embryo. This is visible after 1 month after conception and continues to appear through embryo and into fetal stages. Neurons continue to grow and migrate to permanent locations. Neuronal migration routes are predetermined. Cells migrate to particular points or partners. Nerve cells are guided along their routes by glia cells, or the glue of the brain. Layers of the cells are generated from the inside out. Therefore, cells are constantly migrating. The nervous system begins to develop regulatory function early in prenatal life. This involves regular cycles and states of arousal and sleep. In the last trimester, we are able to detect 4 states of consciousness, 2 sleep states and 2 awakened states. There is a deep and a light sleep. We've been able to observe this in fetal lambs. Deep states of sleep within the fetus include quiet, relaxed, and unresponsive. The mother may feel occasional jerks of the limbs. The lighter REM sleep, or rapid eye movement sleep, we will see more movements and jerks of the body and limbs, and can consist of attempting to breathe in utero, which often is called hiccups. In the 2 awakened states, the fetus moves about. These movements can be slow and fluid or active and vigorous. We can often see in ultrasounds fetuses moving around like a hamster on a wheel. Having an understanding of the fetus's awake and sleep states allows us to understand how the fetus and mother join in their daily experiences. It can confirm the mother's experiences in fetal activity. This is an example. Mothers may notice that when they calm down for the night, their fetus may become more active. When a mother is sleeping, her fetus may also be asleep. Fetuses sleep about 90% of the time, even at 32 weeks. When mom is active, perhaps her fetus is still. When mom is still, she may notice a cycle of sleep and activity. Many mothers notice a rhythm between their behavior and their babies. Near-term fetuses can also make distinctions in stimuli, such as light, sound, and some flavors. They remember and prefer these stimuli after birth. They hear what's going on outside the womb, and they can taste amniotic fluid. Fetus respond to light, sound, and touch, and they can respond differently. Research indicates that fetuses make choices among stimuli and how they respond to them. Researchers have flashed a bright light into the mother's womb in the direction of the fetus's eyes. Researchers have watched as the fetus startled, the mother feels jerking movements, and the baby turns away from the light. When placing a soft light in the same spot, the fetus will turn smoothly towards it. A similar reaction happens with noise. Researchers have placed a loud, sharp noise against the mother's abdomen wall. They see the fetus startle and turn away. The opposite happens with a soothing humming noise placed in the same spot. The fetus will turn smoothly towards it, as if to listen more actively. It shows that fetuses are able to make distinctions to the quality of light and sound. If one continues to administer bright lights or loud noises, the fetus will adapt to them and stop moving. If a more appealing soft light and humming noise are repeated, it will get more active in turning towards the stimuli. Women have reported that they felt like their fetuses were dancing during a concert inside of them. Again, these are shared experiences for mother and child. And this is how women learn about their unborn children, and bonding can begin. It's not a surprise that infants prefer a female voice. Researchers have held up a born baby in the air and have a male and female on the opposite sides of the room. They have them begin to talk at the same time. The babies will always turn their head towards the female voice. This is a result of shaping inside the uterus. A little story for you guys. A concert pianist during her last trimester practiced the same parts of a song over and over again. After her baby was born, she did not play for a few months. When the baby was 3 months old, she put the playpen near her piano. She began to play her song. When she got to the part of the song that she had been practicing during her late stages of pregnancy, her baby stopped moving and started staring at her wide-eyed, as if she remembered the song. Research has also been done in regards to flavors and taste. An experiment with rats demonstrated how fetuses that are pre-exposed to certain flavors favored them after birth. How scientists have done this is they've injected lemon-flavored saline into pregnant rats' amniotic fluid. Her pups were born preferring that flavor. Some spices consumed by pregnant women can enter amniotic fluid, but not all. We see that even humans are born preferring those flavors.